Good morning, I'm Al Litman, Mayor of Mesquite. Today's COVID-19 report is 328, but only 6 of these cases have been reported in the last 7 days. As I'm sure many of you noticed, I've been absent from making a video for the past 3 weeks. COVID-19 decided I needed to experience what I've been talking about for the past 7 months. I'm fully recovered now, but it was an adventure I would not like to repeat. I received excellent care at Mesa View, and that probably made all the difference. Yes, I know some would think that since I'm the mayor, I'd get special treatment. I don't believe that. I believe everyone treated there would receive the same treatment. I'm not violating HIPAA, and I want to be transparent, so here's how it went. I came into the emergency room driven by my wife. I felt badly and was having some trouble breathing. I was given 2 liters of supplemental oxygen and a chest x-ray. Because that worked, I was sent home with steroid tablets and a Z-Pack and told if I felt I needed to return to call, and I'd be taken right away. Well, the next morning I didn't improve any, and it came back. I was given another chest x-ray and admitted to the isolation hospital room. I was put on steroid injections, remdesivir, and convalescent plasma with antibodies from someone who had the virus prior and donated the plasma. I was also given an anti-clotting shot, as COVID-19 can in some cases cause blood clots. Everything I was given was carefully explained to me, and I was monitored carefully for any side effects. After a brief stay at a day and a half, I was sent home for 2 weeks of isolation and recovery. Well, here I am. I feel great, but I won't let my guard down, as no one knows for sure if you can recover and then get reinfected. Of course, I'd given the virus to my wife. She was very fortunate and had only a mild sore throat and a cough for symptoms and did not need medical treatment, with the exception of a non-prescription over-the-counter cough medicine. I'll be honest, it was a scary experience, but I received so much outpouring of support from members of the community that I felt I'd be okay. I'm proud to be a member of this community. In the coming weeks, I'll be doing just 1 update a week, unless there's something special that I need to let you know about. I'd hoped to tell you that our children in Mesquite would be returning to school by now, but it has not happened yet. I believe it could, at least for our special needs children in the early grades. I do want to talk about some of this today. However, on Friday I found out that a number of individuals associated with the schools in Moapa tested positive, and one of the schools would start distance learning immediately. This does not bode well for Mesquite getting to reopen before the rest of Clark County schools. I hope this is not the case, but with COVID-19 rising in nearly every state, I would not want to predict when the schools will return to normal. I watch this in other states and it's a mixed bag. Some are reopening while others close and go back or start distance learning. I want to talk today about something that's probably more serious than schools reopening, and that is the very large number of homeowners behind on their mortgages. There's a new portal for struggling homeowners that can use help. State-affiliated nonprofit Home Means Nevada Incorporated announced the launch of the Homeowner Connect. They call it a one-stop resource for homeowners experiencing financial hardship related to the COVID-19 pandemic. The free portal can be accessed on Home Means Nevada's website. Visitors to the site can find on-demand assistance by Housing and Urban Development certified nonprofit housing counselors, access to mortgage services, and resources on state and federal mortgage relief programs. In conversation with other elected officials in the state, we recognize this is a very difficult time for those in financial distress. Non-payment of a mortgage and being behind in payments is a serious situation, but non-payment of rent could be even worse. I have no idea how many households are behind with their rent, but there is hope. Working with the city manager, we were able to give $100,000 of our COVID-19 funds we received from the county to the Salvation Army to provide rental assistance as well as utility assistance to our Mesquite residents in need. If you find yourself in this position, you need to contact the Salvation Army for assistance. I'm not sure how long the money will last, but there are plans to add to this if needed. I believe the monies have to be spent and accounted for by the end of the year. Of course, everything you do regarding this is confidential. Whatever you think, don't be embarrassed about asking for assistance. As you may know, the CDC has extended the moratorium that will ban evictions that ended last week. To qualify, tenants must prove that they tried to obtain other assistance and have attempted to make partial payment, according to Clark County. They also have to show the inability to pay as a result of a loss in income because of the economic crisis caused by the pandemic. You must complete a declaration form online and present it to their landlord. It can be found on the Legal Aid Center of Southern Nevada website. Keep a copy for proof. If you get an eviction notice, you still must file with the court and attach the declaration. I know all of this is not what you might want to hear, but it's important that you take care of this should you find yourself in this situation, as so many Americans currently do. Until then, please keep the faith, as I know brighter days are ahead, and remain Mesquite strong for your sake and your families. Thank you.